This is Igbo Area
Hello, you're welcome. The other time we discussed here that the federal government says Sowore is working with an organization outside to topple the government. And they were not clear about that organization. They didn't mention the name of the organization Sowore was working with. But I shared some people's view on this channel that the said people are the IPOB. The moment Sowore met with Nnamdi Kanu, they felt something is about to happen. Our discussion went that day. We were saying it was because he met Nnamdi Kanu that they now took him serious. You know, federal government had been having some problems with IPOB. They went to the point of prescribing IPOB. Now, let's look at this news. Sowore has been in detention for some time. Before the revolution and protest, he was arrested. Now, and the court, through his lawyer, they have been trying to get him freed. But look at what happened. The State Security Services, SSS, has challenged the Federal High Court order allowing it to detain Omoyele Sowore, convener of the Revolution Now protest, for 45 days against its request of 90 days pending investigation. The SSS argued that its investigation so far revealed that Revolution Now was allegedly a smoke screen for the actual intention of Mr. Sowore and his allies to topple the government of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. They said there's an attempt to topple the government. That the Revolution Now protest movement is just a smoke screen. It's not the real thing. That the real thing is coming. So they are using the revolution protest a kind of deceive. That is according to DSS reports. The DSS said it was engaged in a painstaking investigation of activities of Mr. Sowore, the candidate of the African Action Congress AAC in the last presidential election, in view of the quantum of evidence so far gathered, and may return to court to seek an extension of the 45 days granted him by the Abuja-based court to detain him. You see, the security agency made this known in a fresh document it filed at the Federal High Court on Monday in response to an application by Mr. Sowore. In the counter affidavit deposed to by Godwin Abadua, an official of the SSS, it was stated that Mr. Sowore was arrested on the reasonable suspicion of having committed a capital offense. The offense, they call it Capital One. These are something that is, it's not a common offense. They say upon his alleged involvement in terrorist activities. Why did they say he was involved in terrorist activities? Let's continue. You got to know. The respondent applicant, that Sowore, planned to violently change the government through the hashtag Revolution Now. The respondent applicant hid under the cover of call for mass protest with the hashtag Revolution Now to mislead unsuspecting and innocent members of the public into joining him to topple the government of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He said in his plot to topple the government, the respondent applicant held series of meetings with members of a proscribed terrorist organization, the Indigenous people of Biafra, with a view to mobilizing strong forces to realize his agenda at changing the government. Remember, you have to note, this is coming from DSS, which is also SSS. Igbo Area TV does not say IPOB is a terrorist organization, but this is the DSS view. The reasons they gave to hold Sowore, reasons they gave from them. You know, while the IPOB is called a terrorist organization and proscribed, it depends on who calls IPOB and who sees it so. Igbo Area TV does not see IPOB as a terrorist organization. Meanwhile, let's continue. The respondent formed an alliance with Nnamdi Kanu, said a self-acclaimed leader of the Indigenous people of Biafra, IPOB, to launch series of attacks on Nigeria. He said with a view of violently removing the president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. He said after a series of closed-door meetings between the duo in the United States of America, they addressed a press conference wherein the both stated their resolve to form an alliance against the Nigerian government. He said they both stated that they had a well-planned out strategy to realize the objective, which is toppling the government. The applicant respondent is investigating the activities of the respondent applicant as it relates to terrorist organization, IPOB. The fact shows a conjunction between the respondent applicant and IPOB activities. So you see, according to them, they see IPOB as a terrorist organization. The reason they see IPOB as a terrorist organization is because they have proscribed IPOB. That is, remember, this news is being shared from the angle that the DSS is speaking. That is DSS, not Igbo Area TV's view. The DSS sees IPOB as a terrorist organization. And, an organization that has been proscribed, if you have a relationship with them or do anything with them, you are considered a criminal or you have committed a crime. They see you as taking part in an activity that has been banned. So that is it. So let's continue. He said there is a need for the applicant respondent to investigate such reasonable suspicion of the relationship between the respondent applicant and IPOB. So the respondent held a series of meetings with some foreign collaborators outside Nigeria, including Dubai, where millions of dollars were given to him to sponsor a widespread attack on Nigeria with a view to violently removing the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria and freeing Ibrahim El-Zakzaky Sheikh. He said, in furtherance to the plan to violently free El-Zakzaky from lawful custody, the respondent held several meetings with proscribed terrorist organization, also called the Islamic Movement of Nigeria. Remember, the IMN, Islamic Movement of Nigeria, were proscribed. He said in the meeting, they strategized on how to carry out attacks to force the government to free El-Zakzaky. So, they said, Sowore is not only having an agreement with IPOB, which is proscribed, but also with the IMN, Islamic Movement of Nigeria. All their plan together is to topple the government. This is according to DSS reports, seeking to hold Sowore further, more than 45 days that the court had given them. So the respondent stated in one of his videos that Shiite members who are members of the proscribed terrorist group IMN were going to join forces with him in bringing down the government. The statement and the meetings of the respondent applicants raises issue of grave suspicion of supporting a proscribed terrorist organization, IMN. You see, the suspicions require diligent investigation by the applicant respondent. The planned action constitutes a threat of violence to intimidate or cause panic in members of the public as a means of affecting political conduct. The investigation is still ongoing. Upon the completion of the investigation, the case file will be forwarded to the Office of the Attorney General of the Federation for advice and possible prosecution, SSS alleged. Please would like to know what you think about this. Here is the latest. A former governor of Abia State, Orji Uzor Kalu, says, I didn't suspend my trip to Germany because of IPOB threat. He said he is currently the Senate whip. He said he did not cancel his scheduled medical check-up in Germany because of what occurred to Senator Ike Ekweremadu. He said he has been in his country home interacting with people and settling disputes. He said the news that he suspended the planned medical checkup and in Germany was not true. He added, I was invited by Igbo group in Spain to attend their function. I could not go because of the interaction with my constituents. Kalu had described the action of the IPOB members as uncivilized, unacceptable, and barbaric. The former Abia governor urged Igbo people to respect their leaders at all levels. He noted that the only way Southeast Zone can be prosperous was by embracing dialogue, peace, and unity. Kalu also urged the Embassy of Nigeria in Germany, the German government, and appropriate authorities to bring the perpetrators of the ugly incident to book. He said after watching a viral video of the physical attack on the former Senate President, Ike Ekweremadu, I was not only disappointed but irritated and disturbed with the action of some members of the IPOB. He said the assault on the senator is a slap on the Igbo leaders regardless of age, party affiliations, and religion. The perpetrators of the uncivilized act must face the wrath of the law. Senator Ike Ekweremadu isn't just one of the representatives of the Igbo, but also an influential Nigerian and should be given due respect at home and abroad by all and sundry. The people of the area must embrace dialogue as a way of resolving relevant issues and avoiding violence in order for Southeast to move forward. Well, that was from Orji Uzor Kalu. He was talking about cancelling his planned trip. That it wasn't because of IPOB's threats. Meanwhile, you see, we wouldn't say we support the assault on the senator, but people who are representing us in the Southeast are not doing well. They are not doing as they ought to do. The senators of the Southeast, time has come, people have begun to get angered by the behaviors of our representatives in the House, because you are voted to represent people. You are their voice in the House. Through you, they pass their message, and through you also they get answers too. So for you to just go there, relax, receive sitting fees and the rest of them, even constituency money. There was a time a senator, Dino Malaya, said the way things are happening, the way they are embezzling, looting the funds, that the poor might come after them. That is what a senator said. He was being afraid of their lifestyle. And he knows the people are watching. The hungry people are watching. I don't know whether it is how it is in countries worldwide. You see somebody, he wants to represent his area, to fix the area, give them basic amenities and the rest. But in Nigeria, I don't understand what is happening. Somebody goes there, he wants to be in the Senate or in the House of Representatives just to embezzle money, download public funds into his personal accounts and go. Even Orji Uzor Kalu, that is going for medical trips abroad, has said he cancelled it. He was a former governor of Abia State. Did he fix Abia State? Do you think he has no power to make such hospital that would attend to him overseas be in Abia State? These people got this. They were in position. They didn't do anything. Even their children are in abroad schooling. So people are getting angry. People are being pushed to the wall. That is why they are reacting. Please, we'd like you to leave your comment on the comment section of this channel. We'd like to know what you think about this. Thanks for watching Igbo Area TV. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Also click the bell icon. Like our Facebook page. Join our Facebook group. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram. Bye for now.